Morning, guys. You know what time it is. It's time for tactics. Hey, so I played a good one the other night against 1788 from Italy. In this game, guys, I'm in 1870. So my chess.com score has been climbing steadily and surely because I swear by these tactics, guys. I mean, I truly am winning games quickly, winning a lot of games with some really cool combinations. And to be honest, it's a lot of fun playing like this. So I really encourage you, if you're not already, play tactically. It's really going to enhance your game. And there's a lot more to learn on tactics too, guys. I'm not saying I got it all figured out, but it's been making the games a lot of fun and been really frustrating a lot of my opponents. So let's just get into it. So I'm playing black, he's playing white. This is game 30. And my opponent makes the move f4, trying to kick my queen off of e5. It's a good move. So nothing wrong here with what he did. Now, the next part is really tricky because I had an idea, and that idea was instead of moving my queen away off e5, just like a regular move to say c7 or a5, what if I played knight g4 and then attacked his queen? So you attack my queen, I attack your queen, and the benefit would be, let's say he takes my queen anyway, with f takes e5, and I take his queen, knight takes e3. Well, he's got stacked pawns now on e4 and e5, and I'm also attacking his rook. So positionally, I'm better, and I'm also playing with initiative because I'm attacking him instead of me reacting to his moves, and I'm playing black. So I'm a move behind from the get-go. So that's a good idea. So I played knight to g4. And this move is super tricky for a couple reasons because it really sets up my opponent for falling into a big trap. So let's go through it. And I'm going to talk about it in all these sequences because this is how the games are really going to go. I'm not going to make the moves one at a time and explain them because it's never going to go that way in the game. So let's say my opponent were to make the mistake of moving queen to f3. Well, in that case, I have the in-between move, queen to c5 check, and let's say he goes king h1, then I have the knight fork on f2 with knight to f2 check, winning his rook. So then I would win a rook for a knight and be up 2 more points. So let's go back to this position. Let's say he doesn't go king h1 in that case, after he goes queen f3, but goes king to f1. Well, I still win the rook because then I would go knight to e3 check, forking that rook on d1 and the king on f1, winning the rook that way. So because the knight's defended by my queen on c5. So that solves that line. Now let's say, going back to this position, that he doesn't go queen f3, but he goes to queen h3. Well, that's even worse because if he were to do that, then I would go queen c5 check, and then let's say he goes king h1, then I have a fork on the queen with knight to f2 check, and then he goes king g1, and I take his queen with check, followed by mate soon after that because it's a discovered check from the queen on c5. So really, really dirty tactic here, guys. I mean, this is super fun to play. I'm sure my opponent was pretty stressed on this move, but so queen h3 doesn't work for that reason. Now let's say he goes queen to g3. Well, that also doesn't work because queen c5 check, and same idea as before from the f3 variation. Let's say he goes king h1, then I have knight to f2 check, forking the king and the rook on d1, winning the rook that way. And then if he goes king f1, then I have knight to e3 check, winning the rook that way. So it's very similar to the first line that we went through, but it's just really, really nasty for him, guys. So the computer at the end of this game, because I'm like, what does he do here? Because what happened in the game is he ended up going queen g3. He chose that line, and then I went here, would check, and he went here, and then I went here, would check, and he comes back to g1. And actually, it's something better than winning the rook here. This is what I played. Even better than winning the rook is knight takes e4, discovered check, super dirty, because now I win his queen. So it was like this, and he just resigned at this point. But I mean, going back to this position, guys, I mean, what is white supposed to play? Pause your videos and see if you can find the escape square, the proper move for white. All right, so as Stockfish for chess.com's analysis would say, queen to d2 is the proper move. Stopping all the tricks, stopping the tactics, because now if I go queen c5 check, white can just intercede his queen on d4, and then all the tricks are over. So if I take the queen here, he takes back with the rook, and no more tricks. But that's really hard to see, guys, when you're in the middle of the game. I mean, of those 4 moves that he could have made, I don't think queen d2 is on the forefront of anyone's mind, especially when you're feeling like, okay, this knight's pushing my queen around. But I mean, this goes to show why the knights are so tricky, guys. I mean, there's so many tactics that arise from knights. It's my favorite piece in chess. They're very tricky. But anyway, look for moves like this in your games. Look for ways to exploit your opponent's improper defense. Have a great day, guys. See you in the next video.